Okay, just quickly before we start, this video was extremely low effort because, well, as I mentioned in the video, it's Thursday and editing just takes way too long. But I really want to try and maintain a consistent upload schedule because if I miss one, I'm gonna miss like five. So I'm gonna try. But I just want to quickly say, if you want to see better content, please subscribe. It motivates me a lot. And just, I mean, if whether you agree with this video or not, I guess just let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I'm one bridge player and so not the best, but subscribe, please. Thank you. Okay, it's bridging time because editing takes way too long. I have not been motivated to edit this week. And now it's Thursday, I need to record and edit by tomorrow. Because, yeah, the video series I've been wanting to edit, that just takes way too long, man. That's taking a toll. But nonetheless, today I'm going to be complaining about literally everything I can think of to complain about, because that's the only thing I'm good at. So, the main thing is I was going to make a video on this HCG extract. Bridge has a problem in the sense that the most popular game modes... what was it? Yeah, the most popular game modes are solo and duo. In Prototype, Bridge was released as solely a 4v4 game mode. I'm sure you see the problem here. Most Bridge maps, and just the game in general, works better with, 4 people. And, I mean, it works good in threes as well. I think a prime example of this is Palestra. It's one of the most boring, lengthy... I mean, it's like an elephant, dude. It's huge. And it's such just a boring map. There's nothing inherently wrong with it, bar the sheer amount of time it takes compared to every other map in solos. And it's so boring. Now, compare this to... What is this guy doing? Where are you going? I am the worst player in the world. Not that it matters, it's just that the Atlantis. You can void like 6 times before they get to your base. Yeah, so Palestra, also known as John. Oh my god, this guy's insane. It's like a really fun... I mean, in my upload last week, it was the uncut on Palestra. There is nothing inherently wrong with that. And I think Bridge as a game mode, a lot of... there's just so much more fun in playing 4. I know that's true with a lot of game modes. I mean, you're just playing with more friends. But the difference is that Bed Wars works as a solo game, and so does even just non-Minecraft games. Rust works playing solo. Is it more fun to play in a 40-man Zerg? Absolutely not. It's terrible, but there's a difference between a game being more fun to play in a group and actually working in a group, which Bridge doesn't work as a solo game mode because, well, the maps. I have been wanting to make a video about designing better bridge maps because, well, let's be honest, most of them inherently suck. But who is dodging me? Okay. But the problem lies in that it's impossible because, the main problem I have with bridge maps, the main problem I have with bridge maps is just the fact that either spawn blocking is an issue, which is kind of very boring to fight. They're too big by Palestra, Ashgate in a sense. They're too small, or just too small. Old Fortress before they added the holes, and Sunstone, which is kind of a similar stance to Old Fortress. All very difficult to defend on at all. It just becomes into who can walk forwards and has the lowest ping. But after that, it just becomes, I think the probably contenders for best maps, much I hate to say it, Urban is designed pretty well. It's just extremely boring to play because every game on Urban is the same, at least for solos and duos. It's just someone tunnels and you spend half an hour looking for them. And are you a godlike? Otherwise, it just becomes. What's going on? I'm trying to think, but this, I don't know. This game just makes my brain collapse. So, yeah, either just, there's just something wrong. I think. Like another. I think probably my favorite map at the moment is Galaxy, just because the issues I've mentioned, it has the least of them. Obviously, top camping you can still do. It's just it's less efficient, and I think a lot of the problem is you can. Why was this guy trying to win? Where are you gonna go on your wing, even though I'm counter winging? Okay, that bud. Bye bye. But a lot of the problems you have is just in solos. You can just force like a lot of things, and I mean a lot of solos games just comes down to who is lower ping and can force trades, especially on these more forcing maps like Sorcery and Boo. And Sorcery and Boo are decent maps, don't get me wrong, there by no means my favourite maps, but they play well enough, especially in just casual games. But I think the maps, for the most part, for casuals are fine. As soon as you're fighting anyone remotely competent, I just got rolled, okay. As soon as you're fighting anyone remotely competent, it just becomes really painful to play on, like, every map. Why would you go angry at that? I think quite a big problem with Bridge. It's like I'm just sounding like what's the expression? Like a broken record. There it is. It's not designed for solos, and duos is better because it half eliminates the issue of top camping at the expense of having to double, and if your teammate's a monkey, which a lot of mine are, just like only thought is, I don't know, no thoughts really, no thoughts go on in the anti pigeon double games, certainly not on my team at least, whoever I'm playing with, certainly not in my head. But a lot of maps just run into the same issues no matter how they're designed, and I sort of realised this as I was trying to like come up with a concept for like a perfectly functional map. Because much like hate to say it, the staircases, because they're really fun to like dupe people on, but just in solos, the staircase on Sorcery Boo, like in the go, why am I getting like so much? The server sucks. But the staircases, these ones, just so fucking forcing, because there is no, if you're getting chased, like you might get hit, but if you just go up the staircase, it just, I mean, it becomes very RNG as well. Like, oh, it feels like, because I always just get cucked over by staircases, and I'm fully blaming RNG for something that's most likely a skill issue. But yeah, just a lot of it. The other problem is just, I think Tundra and Treehouse fall into this category well. Just like, actually Tundra's not so bad, but just impossible to defend Gorums. I mean, Treehouse, like, you're almost guaranteed to get top camped on Treehouse. It's not even funny. It's such a bad map. I hate it. I mean, that's partially biased because it's my worst map. Oops, I'm on the band. Issue. This guy's gonna win this race. Oh no, he's not. He's just. So yeah, just. There's some maps that are so close to perfection. The what annoys me is maps like Swashbuckle and Coconut, which got removed. I mean, I know Coconut would be hella scuffed because it would just be like a massive spawn block. But Swashbuckle, is it called Swashbuckle? It's the one with the pirate ships. I know the Bed Wars one's called Swashbuckle, but nonetheless, it's actually a decent map. I think the more defense-focused, lengthier maps do tend to play out more evenly. Maps like Atlantis, which I'm not arguing is a good map, it's kind of really boring to play, but it's got like the right balance between not having any of the issues majorly. Like, yes, you can top camp, but it's so unbelievably inefficient to get up there. I don't know why you would. What is this guy doing? I'm just gonna aggro you because you're on HP. I mean, like I used to like hate Atlantis because it's so defense focused. It was very hard to score, and I think maybe that's still the case in competitive. I'm not exactly a top player anymore. I mean, I only ever got to in mid prime, so I think a lot of the major issues just in Bridge stems from the like game mode as a whole. And no man, I really wish 3s and 4. I mean, 3s does queue occasionally. At least it was over summer. I'm not sure there will so much, but yeah, just I think that if Bridge 3s and 4, I mean, if Bridge 3s and 4 queues, I would easily be Celestial because there's just so much more fun to play. There's just so much. I mean, it is just a laugh. Like, I think another issue with solos is just so inherently mind-numbing. I mean, I'm going insane. I've been playing for about 10 minutes. I mean, there's a point where I used to play this game like out like multiple hours straight, and it's just so. I have no idea how I did it, man. Like, I'm not trying to argue that Bridge isn't fun. That's a base auto GG. I'm not trying to argue that Bridge Solos isn't like fun or anything, but I think it does. There are issues that kind of just stem from the game as a whole, and just I guess the community's preferences. I mean, solos and duos are easier to grind, so inherently that's all of the I say the top players, so that's all of the leaderboard players play. Wouldn't exactly call most of them, or yeah, I wouldn't exactly call most of them top players, but nonetheless. Where are you going? I think Bridge has sort of just become big number get bigger, and I'd like, yeah, there are arguments, just like go play scrims, but when was the last time you actually saw 3s queue at scrims? Just never. Actually 3s has queued previously, but it's all just kind of not very great players queuing it either, which is I think it's the other problem is that now Bridge saw a massive drop in players because of the no dodge update, which I love. Like, I am all for not dodging. So I never dodged to begin with, so I think the fact that now I can fight, not even competent players, man, no one who dodges is like, I mean, actually, no one who dodges out of I want good stats and I don't want to fight good players, and I want fast games. Those type of dodges is the people who are still gonna dodge me. Anyone who dodges just because they're on a they don't want to fight cheaters is probably gonna queue me because I don't know. Actually, never mind. A lot of people seem to think I cheat because I'm just better at holding W than them, but nonetheless. I've said how many times I've said nonetheless. I'm going insane here, man. Why is it always Dojo? Some of the bigger issues sort of just stem from the player base's choice of game, and I mean, it might as well just be like one of those shitty like mobile idle games. It's just it's kind of a shame because it's such a unique game mode. I think there was a lot of potential with it. It hasn't really received, Jules hasn't really received its own update. Like, I know I say No Dodge was an update, that was just a Hypixel update, man. And they just, ended Duels, but there's a forum post probably a couple months ago now. Time flies, man, but yeah, a forum post about, where are you going? Forum post about what we'd want to see in the Duels update. I'm really hoping that comes soon, because I mean, right now just grinding Duels is really demotivating. So like, I don't find solos particularly fun. Like, I'm doing this because I was just really struggling to edit another video, which I've had in the works for multiple weeks. But I think as a whole, most, can you not stab me? Thank you. Yeah, most Bridge players have just kind of gotten bored with the actual game itself, and like, I think even Strums players, they just do it because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't actually talk to many Strums players, if any. I just feel like Bridge as a game has kind of fallen off. As like they did I'd say it was a pretty big update in 2021. Since then, I mean, that was December of 2021, so it's been almost 3 years. It's gonna have been 3 years by the time they drop a Duels update, because we just have had no update on if there's anything happening after that forum post. And that was just a hypothetical, so. But I think it would be nice to, I mean, you see what Bed Wars gets new maps. I don't even know, it's like every month or something. Maybe not every month, but every so often, and they get map rotation, which I know there's not enough Bridge maps to justify map rotation, because then you'd be playing the same like 2 or 3 maps every like month. But I think some of what the hell did some of Bridge's biggest downfall, there we go, spit it out, is just the lack of attention from the start. And I mean, Scrums had the opportunity to like make Bridge funny, and they sort of did that with their like unique private game modifiers, but then they stuck them behind a paywall, which I know they are on Hypixel, so I kind of forget that because, well, I waste money on this shice anyway. But this guy's got to attack. Anyway, he's going to be in the void. Well, no. There we go. But a lot more problems could be solved if there's just a bit more attention from the admins. It's just a shame, because I mean, I loved this game in prototype, man. I mean, I loved it to get 22,000 wins-ish. A bit more than that now, but just, I mean, eventually, just all of the players are going to get bored, because, I mean, provided dodging doesn't come back, most of the, like, significant grinders are probably going to stop. I mean, they might come back, but they'll never be able to, like, grind at the same, because their speed. Okay, hi, it's me again. The rest of this video, I basically just went on a tangent, just like kind of ranting about a couple people specifically, and just kind of ranting about the admins, which I don't think it's fair to target them. And I mean, bar just that, yeah, I can't be bothered to edit all this. It didn't really feel fair to go after a couple people who aren't, especially when we're just talking about a bigger issue. So yeah, apologies for cutting it short, but hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you somehow made it this far, it's probably going to get a lot better as soon as you click off. But subscribe, please.